We have the moon on the bottom. Let's start by seeing what your vibe is so you can know if this is your reading. Ooh, 1-1, number 37, and number 11 too. If that's a special number for you, you have the Council. Very white. Maybe you're wearing white, or you're particularly attracted to white, or you're going through like a process of purification, cleaning, spring cleaning. This card's really about connecting with your guardian angels, with your spirit team. It talks about the council that judges you after you leave this plane of existence, after you finish this life. So to me, it has, a bit of like judgment card energy behind it too. Whose standards are you living your life by? Whose rules are you following? Whose judgment are you following? Is it a higher power that's within yourself? Is it your spirit team? Is it society as large? There's something about purifying like the system by which you judge yourself, whether or not it's one you're like really in alignment with. Or for some of you, it's that recently you've started allowing yourself to connect and sort of be free to be me is what I'm hearing. So rather than seeking external validation, you're really starting to get your power from within. And it's not sort of within in the sense of like ego or your persona. It's within in terms of your own connection with spirit. White butterflies could be a sign for you too. Let's get one more of these. Thank you. We've had 2 come through. Have the hummingbird. A lot of greens. That's another one. And ancient ones. Yes, okay. So there's a sense like the hummingbird card really talks about setting boundaries. It's like this little bird that, although small, is very mighty when it comes to like being territorial or traveling long distances. It's that like you'd be amazed at how something so small could do so much or be so fierce. So maybe you're quite a small person physically, or people often underestimate you because you don't, maybe like you're not that loud, you don't take up that much space, but actually it's astounding how much you can get done, or how far you can go when you really lock in, or when what you're doing is really in alignment with your highest beliefs. And there's probably for a lot of you been like a shift recently with, it's not what you believe, but it's you're coming out of a phase where you took like your own beliefs and your own observations and you saw them as inferior to maybe someone else's judgment of things. And then recently you're really connecting with this understanding of like, you have your own access to a higher power and you have your own access to another source, and that your way of seeing things and your genuine deepest beliefs like are just as valid. And you can stand strong on that now because you've taken the time to actually reflect and dig deep and go inwards to ask, like, what do I actually believe, rather than just absorbing what people are telling you. I'm getting that thing of like, if you don't take care of your own subconscious, and if you're not the one programming your own subconscious, and someone else will be, someone else is. It's like people are like, everything in today's age is trying to get us to think a certain way or get us to believe certain things. So it's all the more important to really set those boundaries. I'm getting it's boundaries with people, and it's also boundaries with belief systems and content. Like what you're choosing to consume these days is really important to you, and it's having a positive impact. The ancient ones. This one really, so council, ancient ones, it's similar energy of like connecting with your ancestors, connecting with your spirit guides, with your team, with like ancient powers. Maybe you're discovering or learning or studying about some really traditional practices. Could be like traditional medicine, could be like shamanic rituals, could be dead languages. And this card also talks about not just going really far into the past to find sources of wisdom. It also talks about projecting like 10,000 eons into the future of who you want to be then. What image comes to mind, and then connecting what you're doing in this very moment to that version of you, like really, really zooming out, not just like beyond this day or this year, but beyond this singular lifetime. Oh, this is quite like, this is quite an epic reading. So whoever this is for, you're not in like a small chapter of your life. You're connecting to like much larger things. You're recently been thinking at a very large scale, thinking like a legacy, what you want to leave behind. Yeah, you're thinking beyond even just this lifetime. You're thinking even beyond like the next few lifetimes. You're really thinking like there's this sense of scale of eternity. Wow, okay. Let's go into tarot and dig into this a little bit. Yeah, we already have 6 of Wands, so transformation. Wow. Transformation, rebirth, as popularity, you're being seen. This isn't just about you, like there are people watching. Oh, my hands aren't doing what I want them to. Can we get more information, please? What does this group need to hear? We have Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups, with King of Cups coming out together. Okay, so we have partnership, divine coupling, the one, soulmates. I like never say that word, soulmates, so very creative coupling, very spiritual coupling, very loving, very affectionate. Oh, and I've just like flipped them as well. They did have their backs to each other, and I have put them down facing each other. So there's something like before you were going through this leveling up and this transformation, there was someone that was around already in your life that was like you saw it and you felt it. It was a very well-matched pair. It was your other half. Like they really mirrored back to you what you were putting out, but there was still some kind of misalignment. Maybe one of you wasn't ready, or you just weren't seeing things exactly the same way. That's like a double interruption. So really, there was a lot of, doesn't even feel like, it felt like other responsibilities. Like maybe they had, other people they had to take care of, something like that. But whatever happened, there was some kind of there's some kind of disruption to this connection. And then now that you're going through, or you have gone through, you're sort of coming to the end of this transformation, this really big zooming out, connecting with your deeper beliefs, taking time to reflect on what legacy you want to leave behind, and also connecting with your like small but mighty power. As you're coming out of this, there is a realignment. You're facing each other now. I didn't think this would be a love reading, but got King and Queen of Cups. If it's not a love reading, then it's about, as you go through this transformation, you're also balancing and harmonizing the feminine and masculine within yourself. That could be the case for some of you. And almost, yeah, like getting to this, like this sort of white, pure, genderless space because you're so harmonious. Almost going to like an asexual place. Okay, now we have King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And 10 of Pentacles all together. What? What? Are you serious? There's something really solid being built here that's, yeah, coming after transformation. Because even this one, like this really reminds me of the 10 of Wands, which is a very, very heavy energy. It's like a very burdensome energy that like this butterfly is free from, like being free of, flying away from. And then right after that, you've got King, Queen of Cups and King, Queen of Pentacles and then 10 of Pentacles. It's like going through this, like being burnt, right, in those flames so that you can transform and be reborn from the ashes to become who you need to be. Both of you, it seems, to become who you both needed to be in order to like meet face to face. And then you'll see like we're moving from, I can't seem to get them today. We're moving from these two swans with their cups. Swans could be a sign for you as well. This like forever energy. And then we move into 10 of Pentacles with the King and Queen of Pentacles. But with this one, there's a baby. So either you guys are about to have a family or you're building towards a family. It's a very solid foundation with the 10 of Pentacles there. And then if it's not like a human baby, it could also be a fur baby. If it's not a fur baby, then it's some kind of project that you're working on birthing together. Wow. Okay, we've had 9 of Wands. There's still that moon energy around. 2 of Pentacles. I'm wanting to put these to the side for some reason. And then we have Son of Cups reversed. Okay, this feels like during that moment of separation, one of you or both of you got really tired of waiting, got kind of overwhelmed, and then there was this sort of indecision of needing to balance things out. And maybe, who is this? Knight of Cups reversed. To know there was like some, like another energy that came in. Yeah, 5. With a lot of conflict. I've got 2 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that. I think it's you, actually. You got distracted, or you felt like you distracted yourself with someone else, or you were tempted to distract yourself with someone else. And whatever ended up happening there caused a lot of internal conflict. And actually, you were trying to get away from this person, and it made you like, it sort of made you think even more about the future that you had projected with them. And then now there's still a bit of you that's being pulled in that direction. There's still some indecision about like which connection to go for. So I guess, yeah, let's ask about that. What's the indecision around? How? Oh wow, this is coming out with marriage and Wheel of Fortune on that side, and the Sun, and then on this side, Eight of Wands reversed. That's a block. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. No, that was here. That was also here. It's a lot more like energy on this side. So this side is that like Father of Cups, Father of Pentacles, and you've had 3 kings come out on like this side, and then on like that whatever you were distracting yourself with, it's just one knight, like 2 queens here. So like no wonder there was internal conflict or like imbalance from this distracting energy. No wonder you started thinking back to this other person, like they were the king to your queen. You don't want to settle for a knight, even if maybe it was like romantic and simpler. Deep down you know it's not adding up. It's not in alignment, especially with like where you're going, right? Like, oh, okay, so that's the thing. Like, if you're connecting into the bigger picture, like what you want to get out of this entire lifetime as it serves the legacy you want to leave over like the next eons worth of lifetimes, where you want to be in 10,000 years, that's how you've been thinking. If this seems like a bit over the top to you, then this isn't your reading. Like whoever's energy I'm connected to, you're thinking on like epic proportions. And so if you're looking at your life in those epic proportions, then of course, like your partner needs to be as epic as you. Of course, your partner's going to be like freaking three kings with like, had the Four of Wands come out as well. Celebration, marriage, like divine union. And then we've also had the Sun card come out. And you've also got Ace of Cups and Ace of Swords. So there's like, they're wanting to come in with a renewal. And then I can see here you've got the King of Wands reversed. So what's maybe holding you back is they have some, there's something in them that makes you nervous to do with their passions. Maybe they're a bit quick to anger, or they've shown you sides of themselves when you've been in conflict or when they've been angry. That's made you uncomfortable. That's been a bit of a red flag. Obviously, like, use your own discernment. Readings are not meant to tell you anything you don't already know. They're meant to give you confirmation on your own intuition, and to help you clarify things when you're too close to see things clearly. So really trust what resonates. So maybe there was like, it could be an anger problem, it could be, but they've got King of Cups and King of Pentacles upright, and you've got Wheel of Fortune, and then there's the Star card. So there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of positivity. It's not the Devil card's not here. So yeah, maybe they have some impatience, or maybe they're just a little bit flighty for your taste. But it feels a bit like, if you're, okay, I say this with all the love, 222 on the clock. If you're someone who has a like tendency to try to distract yourself with another person, maybe you also need to have a look at your own red flags. Do you have like a bit of a fear of commitment? And then that's what's causing your mind to really zone in on the negatives and ignore all of like the positives and the potential that there is here. If this is you, you're in a situation where the other party, they've either come through with an offer or they're about to come through with an offer that is genuine, that is strong, that's coming from like a healed place, but nobody's perfect. So is it really that there's a red flag that is a deal breaker with this reverse King of Wands? Or is it that you're scared because this has so much potential and it is so real and it is in alignment, but you're a bit scared? And if you're really honest with yourself, there's so many positives and there's one sort of like a few little negatives are like what you're focusing in on. If that is the case, this is your reading, and you're very much like, you've got the Sun card here, you've got the Four of Wands, like go for it. This is an alignment. This is your person. And you've got the Star card, like this is your wish fulfilled. Whatever distracting energy there was over here, like it's a night. Let it go. Let it go. Wow. We have the Chariot too. Horses could be a sign for you. But a Chariot with the Sun on top and the Moon. So like imbalance. I'm getting healing energy from that card too. Got more Pentacles. So yeah, look. The reins are in your hands. You've been going through this transformation. I feel like the old you wants to run away, wants to distract yourself with something that's maybe not as serious, but more fun. And then there's like a deeper part of you that's ready for something strong and solid that's maybe going to require a bit of work. And your guides, universe is saying like, no one's forcing you. It's up to you. Like if you don't want this, that's okay. If you're not ready for this, that's okay as well. But if it is what you want, and you're going through a period of like self-reflection, if it is in alignment, then bloody hell, go for it, mate. Couldn't have more yeses. Ace of Wands too. Yeah. Jeez, Louise. And the star's still hanging out at the bottom. Oh, Mother of Wands reversed. Yo, you guys are mirroring each other so hard. This is... Seriously? Okay, yeah, it's not just them, it's you. You're also the problem. You're both like whatever that like fire was that you're like worried about, like you were doing it to each other. You are not an innocent party. You were probably like, oh, I'm getting like jealousy and possessiveness. Like look at that, because it's in reverse. Like the right way up, she's like passionate, she's protective, she's fierce. Reverse, like, whoo, you do not want to get on her wrong side. She would be like really mean and like really, really possessive, really like... Okay, so the separation, you probably both needed to let go a little bit and to like take a step back in order to build this very strong foundation that has, oh my gosh, like 10 of Pentacles, the Sun, 4 of Wands, you've got Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. What's missing? So you've got 3 aces. We're missing the Ace of Pentacles. And then which king's missing? It's the... Why am I blinking? Cups from the King of Swords. Okay, so communications may be something you guys both still need to master and work on. And then we're missing the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and then in terms of the restart, it's not yet at the point of like being grounded in the real world. So yeah, okay, take it slow because you're working towards 10 of Pentacles. Take it slow. It's like King and Queen of Pentacles. Take it step by step. Let me know how it goes. That's epic. That's a crazy reading. I can't... 3 kings, 3 queens. Like, what?